Welcome back everyone to the Legend Chess. We're going to continue our speed run here today, and we'll go ahead and start this off with another 10-minute rapid game. So remember the opening principles, we want to control the center. That way our pieces have more squares that they can get to, we can start getting off our development more easily, and our pieces have more squares that they're able to control as well. Right, so a knight, for example, that's sitting in the middle of the board is able to do more than a knight sitting on the edge of the board, for example. Okay. So it looks like we're playing the Scandinavian defense. Now, this is a very interesting move because you get your queen out very early, most cases in the Scandinavian. So they're just going to try to pile up some pressure on my pieces. I'm actually just going to boot out his bishop. And I'm going to attack his queen. Now, one of my things that I love to do in the Scandinavian is I love to just annoy the queen the entire game. So I'm going to keep just developing my pieces. He doesn't have any major attack coming on. He can't put too much pressure on my bishop. His bishop's blocked off by my pawns, and his queen's in the center of the board. I'm 2 moves away from castling if I can get my pieces out. So I'm just going to move my queen right here, and then I can castle. He can also castle. Castle here. Now keep in mind, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the theory in these games, nor am I going to be playing a lot of theory. It's just basic opening principles. So his knight is attacking my queen, and he's also on a really high up square, which is kind of annoying. So I have a few moves that I can do, right? My first reaction is, oh, just take the knight because he's in my territory, and then I can boot his queen away, which is probably not a bad move. But do I see a better move? That's the real question. So I can always bring my queen up and put more pressure on the knight, which I think I'll just do that in this case. Because if he attacks my queen, or unless he defends his knight there, then he's going to lose a knight. And if he uses that pawn to protect his knight, I will just boot his knight out and I will win that pawn with a check. Okay. So let's go ahead, and I need to keep developing my pieces here. This pawn push, it doesn't really do a lot, I don't think, because his queen can just escape to a lot of these dark squares. I really want to get my knight developed so I can connect my rooks here on the back rank is one of the main things I really want to do. I wonder if I can get him to trade off, let's see if we can get him to trade off his knight and throw a check. And with this check, if he takes, I'll check his king. If his queen blocks, I can trade and then he won't be able to castle, and I can start developing quite the attack. Okay. That feels like he's blundering this fork right here. And he always has this check, but I can just walk out and escape perfectly fine. So I'll go ahead and give him a check. Alright. I don't feel like this will be too difficult, and I can always take his knight and open up his king even more too. So I'm going to take that pawn, take the rook, he checks, I'm going to just bring my king to safety, and now I'm attacking his queen. His queen can take that pawn. I'll just keep my king nice and safe. And I will probably try to trade off his knight in the next turn. Or I might even give a check, so now that I'm up in material, that way he has to take back after I've taken his knight. Okay, so now he attacks my queen, which is not a bad move actually. Let's see here. I'll just bring my queen over here. That check no longer worked because his knight would take my queen. Okay, so that queen move doesn't really do much because he can eye my rook, I guess, but he can't take my rook, so I'm going to trade off. His king takes back? Oh, goodness. Okay, so here's a tactic I think I see right here. So I'm going to go ahead and give this check. If he goes on these light diagonals, unless he goes to this square, I'll give this check, which would possibly win his queen. I also have my queen infiltrating because my knight would be protecting it. So now I won his queen. So because my queen is now on this line, I'm going to be able to bring in my bishop with a check, and I'm going to pre-move, taking back his queen for free. And that's a 1 game already. So again, it's very dangerous early, especially in the game, to bring your queen out because your queen is so vulnerable. Every single piece that takes your queen, other than another queen, is generally worth less. There are very, very rare instances where other pieces are better off than your queen. Okay, so now he's bringing his king up to the front of the board, which is very dangerous for him. So I see I can give a check here with my knight, and I can also give a check here with my rook. Now, he can always escape to this square, so if I brought my rook out, he goes back. I bring my queen here, and then I think that'll work just fine. I'm going to bring another attacking piece into the game. Okay, so if I give this check, his king can hide back there and start to escape, which I don't love him escaping. But if I go check, king goes back, I can give this check. I think that leads to a checkmate. Because if he brings his king back here, I'll give that check, which is a mate.